When a Pharaoh first arrived in our realm, he brought with him a group of kid geniuses. If stories are to be believed, Kale and his friends struck a deal with him to free their people. In the Flesh Monster's new base of operations, they would toil away, creating machines for obscure uses in realms unknown. But such a base had yet to be built, so as always, the Pharaoh set out to locate the best collaborator there was to be found. He needed someone morally neutral, for it was execution he desired, not competition. With his new lair, he would prove himself superior to Resh'an by building a castle that would control time within itself. The watchmaker was the perfect fit. She was only interested in her craft, and otherwise had no interest in the Pharaoh's machinations. All she asked for in return was a workshop of her own, where she could be left to her devices. The deal was struck, and together they designed the CLOCKWORK castle. The watchmaker began drafting schematics for the kids to start production on, while she'd handle the more intricate parts herself. Meanwhile, Ephraim enchanted countless cogs and bricks, giving them an aura of magic that none could understand. Construction was almost complete when Kel and his crew made their move. One night, they flipped exactly the right cogs so that once the castle's perpetual movement was activated, its core functions would backfire. They had no goal in mind other than following the Flesh Monster's plans, and in that respect, they succeeded resoundingly. What came of the sabotage was that time now came to a halt within the CLOCKWORK castle, or rather, within its inhabitants. And they'd played their trick so well that Ephraim didn't even know that they'd done it on purpose. There would be no impressing Resh'an this time, but he could definitely see some upsides to a workshop that operated forever. As a final touch, he ensured that any mortal leaving the castle would see themselves age instantly by the amount of time they'd spent inside. Upon completion, Ephraim locked everyone inside for a century, ensuring that the watchmaker and the children could never leave, lest they die instantly of old age. The watchmaker thought nothing of it, and relished the opportunity to focus on her craft for an eternity. Yet, in this time prison, Kale and his friends would have to work day and night. Proud of having done the right thing, it seems that they are at peace with their situation. Perhaps getting to be kids forever helps, in a way. From day one, they would always deliver, while just adding the right amount of breakage to give the Flesh Monster countless headaches without raising suspicion. One can only feel gratitude when contemplating the suffering that's been delayed, or even prevented, thanks to their cunning game of wasting Ephraim's time. The end.